Today is Friday, March 20th, 2015. And before I forget, on the 22nd is Hand Friction Day. Happy Hand Friction Day.
What's that?
Yeah.
But welcome
we all
to
got
Pretty
our
Much
hands
It.
up. Hands up.
Welcome to Pretty Much It, ladies
Hands
and
up for
gentlemen.
Hand
I'm
Friction
Eric.
Day.
I'm Jake.
I'm Mike.
Why don't we talk?
Let's talk about hands.
Some news. Let's talk about the news, eh?
Yeah, we
All
got
right.
some news.
We got some
C,
hand
D,
news.
E, F, G.
Let's see what we got here.
Movie news. Pee-wee. We have to talk about this because I did not
wow,
know
this is
this.
great news.
The reason that we can talk about this legitimately, and it's not coming out of nowhere, is because there was the first photo revealed from Pee-wee's Big Holiday, the upcoming Netflix film. It's just him sitting in a car. It doesn't matter. What does matter is I didn't realize when they announced the director,
Car's on
I didn't
fire.
look into it. Yes, no, I didn't look into who the director was. The director of this movie is John Lee, most recently famous for Broad City, which apparently I don't watch it, but I hear it's
I hear
fantastic.
good
I didn't know
things.
he did that.
Also, The Heart She Holler, which was one of those zany, weird shows.
I love it. I love
and
it.
he also is the creator of Wonder Chosen.
He is like
That's
me
great.
incarnate.
I went back and watched my favorite episode's Patience. You
Yeah.
remember?
That is the best episode.
But I also went back and watched the birth episode. Like, there's a bunch of episodes. I went back and just looked through it a little bit. I forgot that, like, that's why I am even slightly warped. I don't know where I'd be without that.
9/11 is funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I loved Wonder Chosen so much.
I was showing
everything
Paul
he
for the
does,
first time, and he literally said, he was like, is that Mike?
Yeah,
he
it's
thought
like
it was you.
Yeah, like the Heart She Holler and
It's like an Eagle Heart type of thing. Like, just like all those crazy weird
the Heart
shows,
She
right?
Holler is like it's like Eagle Heart, but like even more like crazier.
On Comedy Central, though. Or no, Adult Swim.
Adult Swim. I think he did Xavier Renegade Angel,
he did?
which I also love to death.
If this guy was trying to make Wonder Shows and now, it would be the biggest thing on Adult Swim.
Yeah.
It was barely watched on MTV2, remember? Because it was just
that
like,
was
what the
back
fuck
in the
is
day.
this?
Yeah, there was Wonder Chosen, and then there was the Andy Milonakis show.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, that was on MTV though. That
Yeah,
was
it
a
was-
little bit
that-
more popular.
that
Wonder
was-
Chosen was MTV2, wasn't it? Or did
No,
it play on
no.
MTV?
They were both. Oh, I was right. They were MTV2. That was Andy
of
Milonakis,
them?
Wonder Chosen.
That was basically Adult Swim. What Adult Swim is today.
Yeah.
Was MTV2 back then? I watched MTV2 a lot actually.
And
Bam
MTV2
Margera
was
show.
like that Adult Swim for a long time.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Now,
they just-
does that even exist anymore?
No,
I mean, I
they
don't watch TV
they
at
don't
all.
do that
but
anymore, no.
all right. But anyway, so that's a big deal.
Directing the Pee-wee movie.
Perfect.
Yeah, that's cool.
Because he teeters the line of
Unbelievable.
adult and chill. Like he gets the children thing and parodying it.
It's
Yeah,
like
it
the
needs to be
best
weird.
thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, so
Like,
I didn't even realize. They announced this a couple of weeks ago, and I didn't even know who that was.
So here we
Research.
Yeah, wow.
But,
Yeah.
so I had to mention that because now this has become,
Incredible,
and Netflix, this has become a lot more exciting
This
now.
movie is going to be unbelievably insane.
Especially because Netflix don't give a fuck.
Right, exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
Make a show
And
about
I
a
think, like,
lesbian
his,
in jail.
I think his production logo company is PFR.
PFFR or something.
PFR.
Yeah,
And
something
it's
like
it's
that.
like a drawing of a vagina and
All
like
right.
with blood.
All right.
That's
Put that-
it.
Put that in the Pee-wee show.
I think
Yeah.
it will be.
Next to the
now,
talking chair.
We wouldn't be able to watch this upcoming Pee-wee movie
If it wasn't
if it
for
wasn't
Without our
for
eyeballs.
Stephen Paul Jobs.
What?
Steve Jobs.
Steve-
I don't know.
Did Stevie Jobs create Pee-wee?
He invented a playhouse.
He invented the concept of a playhouse.
Yeah, before he died, he's
before
on
he
his
died, it was the
deathbed. He's
last
like,
thing-
you have to make the
And it went back in
playhouse."
time. But so Steve Jobs, we have our first look at some. It's actually not marketing. I don't think. I'm pretty sure it's actually just set dressing. This image, this photo that we got. I'm pretty sure this is set dressing for in the movie, right?
Yeah.
But it's a poster of Steve Jobs. It's a Next poster. If you don't know if you don't know what Next is, we can't get into all of that.
The company
right
he
now.
worked at before Apple.
Yeah, it's a bit
hard
more to get
explain.
into,
Yeah.
but
It's the time machine that he
that's
created.
right. That's apparently going to be a part of this movie. So which is cool.
Yeah,
They
it's
definitely
cool.
haven't really shown that a whole lot
No.
in the movie, so that's cool. But it again just looks like Michael Fassbender.
It's just a picture of
I'm
Michael
really
Fassbender.
disappointed about this, by the way. Like
Well, like
Ashton Kutcher, can I just say? I think I've said this before. It was dead on.
that's
like
because
perfect.
Ashton Kutcher naturally looks like him,
But he also sounded like him, and he walked like him. He was perfect.
Okay, so we only
Then
have
we get him.
we only got fat. Well, Ashton Kutcher's not that good of an actor.
No, he was perfect. Did you see the
was
movie?
really good.
He was perfect.
He's not.
He probably saved the movie. honestly.
Maybe the most
rest-
ridiculous part was even though it's real, because we know Steve Jobs was a freak like this.
Yeah.
When the guy was like, "Fonts don't matter," and he was like, "Get out."
Yeah.
But that's real.
Yeah,
It's
but
so
it's like,
real.
I'd rather see Ashton Kutcher as Steve Jobs' zany sidekick. You know, like
You want to see Ashton Kutcher as Waz?
yeah, make him a little fatter.
His zany sidekick.
Holy shit.
Neither
It's
of
like
them
Steve-
look like the part, so it's like
I go back and forth with this because I'm like, it's Michael Fassbender. He's incredible.
Yeah, yeah.
He's going to be such a good actor. He's still going to be able to disappear into
Yeah.
the role.
He's gonna-
But they didn't even try. They're just like,
it's
fuck
literally like they ran out of time and just had him play
They're just like,
himself.
Kind of
Fuck
like
it.
what happened, really.
Kind of, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I guess so.
He's
I don't
gonna
know.
Michael Fassbender's gonna look over at Ashton Kutcher's next, gonna be like, "I've got an idea," and Ashton Kutcher's be like, "What?
What, Steve? You're on fire. But
A computer?
this Ashton Kutcher, a computer.
Computer with buttons?
You're on fire. I don't know. Fire's the thing he always says. But yeah. So anyway, that's a thing. That's happening.
Okay.
We also got our first look at Bang Bang.
Oh, you shot us.
You're still going? Okay.
You're moving away from the mic to band.
We got our first look at James Bond Inspector.
Just
Looks a
standing
lot like James Bond.
Inspector. Big nine.
Inspector Gadget.
When the
You can mash it up.
circle closes on him, instead of shooting, he goes, "Ho!"
Pops in.
Oh,
So who's he
Bang!
shooting? Who's he shooting in the picture?
Nobody.
No, he's
It's
just
it's
standing
literally
there.
just an image of him. But they actually
Yeah.
teased this as a thing, didn't they?
Yeah, they had
Yes,
a
they did.
teaser
Yeah,
for the
I saw it,
teaser
yeah.
poster.
Teased the teaser for the teaser poster, which
Now-
is just a. It's not even a poster. It's just a picture.
Now
of him
people hate
standing.
this because it's a picture of a man.
Well, wait a minute. Let me just say, if anyone hates this,
People
Nobody
hate it.
hates
Oh,
it.
people are
if
so mad
somebody
about this.
hates it,
Yeah.
then
Well,
someone has a problem.
I
People
think
are
the only
mad.
reason people would be mad is because they tease
I
something
would say
like.
the only reaction is just if you don't like it.
Well, like, you know what? The
Not hate
teaser.
it.
I
Yeah.
think the teaser is a better thing to tease than like the. They should have
teaser
put a
trailer?
They should have put a picture of James Bond and said teaser poster coming soon.
Right,
and
that
then shown the
teaser-
picture of the spider hole.
Yeah,
And-
honestly, I
Yeah,
don't
the other
know.
way around
Yeah.
would have made more
Yeah.
sense. You're right.
That being said, I think it looks really. He looks really cool. He's got a really cool sweater on. It's
He's got like a
Roger
skin
Moore.
tight Bond
It
suit.
looks exactly the same as just.
Yeah.
But like,
as-
okay, but like people
It's
who have
Bond.
the, people who have the problem.
I'm
like,
not complaining.
People,
man.
people that actually have a problem with this image, I think, kind of.
See, I don't
forget-
believe that exists.
I think they forget. No, it does.
Really?
I've seen it on Twitter.
Jesus
Like, people said to me,
Christ.
"Jake, I don't like this. I
Oh,
hate it."
looks like my life is a little better because I don't get to see all this shit on Twitter.
I enjoy people and conversation.
You just said that. Wait, you enjoy people that hate this picture?
Well, I'm just
Daniel
saying,
Craig
I'm just-
standing in
Hey,
a sweater.
He's like Jesus. He loves the people that he hates.
yeah.
He brings
He's
them into his
forgiving.
breast.
Well, I just feel like the people who aren't
He
into
breastfeeds
this
him.
for kind of like forget like James Bond's stance in like pop culture.
Stance on the war on drugs.
Like the way James Bond has always been presented and how the marketing has always been. It's always James Bond. Like the advertising for 007
It's, like,
movies is
classy.
like fucking watch commercials or champagne.
No, you're right. You're
commercials.
right.
Yeah.
So like the poster,
So I guess the issue is just that they teased it.
the poster is just going to be a handsome man wearing a sweater,
Right.
and we're going to get excited.
I
about
mean,
it.
again, I don't
Well, I am.
mind. It's just a picture of James Bond.
Yeah.
I'm fine with it.
I'm
but
excited for that Bond.
I'm
movie.
very excited for the
I've
movie.
been marathoning the old ones.
I
again.
love
I would see- I
the
would-
title. It's such a cool title.
I'd never do that though, because you see, I think with especially the Daniel Craig Bond is that every single one of the Bond movies, I think like he's building up Bond. You know, it's like he's
In the new
to me-
ones?
Yeah, it's like to
Yeah.
me,
Almost an origin story, but
Definitely.
not in a
it's
weird
like,
way.
to me, it's like
Definitely.
every single one. It's like he's been Bond, but not quite
Yeah.
there.
Well, because the first one
Yeah.
he was kind of like young and brash and reckless. The second one it wasn't a good movie. The third one,
Yeah.
Skyfall, was like
Skyfall was him breaking.
him
Yeah.
coming
Holy-
into his roots, becoming a renegade.
That was
kind
so
of-
cool.
Now he's like, I think he's finally gonna walk into like a casino with a suit
fuck
and be
a
like,
girl.
"I'm James Bond," Toof, toof, and like
There you
kiss
go.
a-
What was that?
Yeah, like kiss a
Fingers.
girl, like, kiss her, and then like shoot her in the head because there can be no witnesses, and then solve the case.
Just like James Bond.
Yeah.
So while he's making out with her, he shoots her in the head, and he
Yeah.
comes up, and his mouth is full of blood.
The most violent scene in cinematic history is in a James Bond movie. Oh my Christ!
But you know what would happen probably to her is that her eye would pop out.
Yeah, I would have to.
Popeye.
Great transition there. Great segue.
Have we ever considered why his name is Popeye? Because he squeezes you so hard.
Well, he's got. Well, yeah,
One of
he's
his
got
eye
one-
pops.
He's got one dumb eye.
His
That's
eye
right.
popped, yeah.
His eye popped.
Yes.
Looked at the sun for too long, like Invader Zim.
sun is-
Remember that when he looked at the Invader Zim looked at the sun for so long that his not his
Yeah.
eyes but his lenses.
He's like,
I gotta say, like, you guys gotta like fire it up, have a couple drinks, and watch the Robin Williams Popeye movie.
No.
It's the most unintentional fucking funny movie.
I have a
I've
rule:
ever
after
seen.
somebody dies, I never go back and look at their
You
film.
never watch
Yeah.
a movie ever.
Never.
Yep, sorry, I can never watch.
Sorry,
Dead.
Jumanji.
They're dead.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Jumanji. Sorry,
They're
Daredevil.
canonically dead to me
Michael Clark Duncan.
Oh, yeah.
everywhere. In all,
They
yeah.
don't exist anymore.
Yeah, they died. I can't go back. You know, like
can't go back.
you can't visit a dead relative.
You're right.
You
It's
can,
not fair.
You can go to a lawn where their body's in a hole, and you could
Yeah.
stare at a cement fucking thing with their name on it and say, "Oh, they're here with me."
That's what we're gonna have to do for every Rob Williams movie.
Just got really existential on you guys.
No,
Sorry
you
about
didn't.
there.
No.
But Popeye, did you hear this?
No,
What
I
happened
didn't
to
hear
Popeye?
anything about this.
What's the animator's name?
Gendy, yeah.
Gendy Tartakovsky.
What happened?
Tartakovsky.
Yeah,
Gendy.
what happened? What happened?
So yeah, you know he's working on it, right?
Is it
Yeah,
G-
yeah,
is
yeah.
it Gendy
He,
or Gendy?
I don't
I
know.
actually
Gendy?
don't know.
Who cares?
He's
Is
got
he?
a very-
He's got to be old by now, right?
He is pretty old,
But
but
he-
he's an excellent animator.
Oh,
He's
Right.
great.
So
without
we're all
question.
excited for this Popeye movie, right?
I am. Why?
Well, we saw the
He
concept.
left.
Oh, God.
Apparently, Popeye it wasn't going the way that he wanted it to because movies, I guess.
There was an
Popeye has
interview-
such a specific
And he
direction.
was like, yeah, he was very upset about it.
that was like his baby project.
Yeah, that sucks. That's a shame.
So he's
I mean,
out. They didn't want to do what he
all
wanted
right.
to do.
So
I
if
guess.
they're gonna make this movie, yeah,
well, now they won't. No, I don't think they'll even make it. It sounds like it's just dead.
the concept teaser that he made
That was
awesome.
great.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, that was awesome.
But, so
maybe the-
apparently that's out.
The world's just not ready for
I guess
another
the,
Popeye.
I guess the bright side is that they won't even make it now.
Yeah, I
You'd
hope
be
so.
better off not even making it.
Popeye's
if you're
got
not
no
gonna
place in
make
a
it.
post
Hope
9/11
fucking DreamWorks doesn't come
society.
along and make a shitty Popeye
And have him
movie.
go,
Hey,
With the eye.
I got.
How to
Oh,
train-
yeah,
How to Train Your Popeye.
yeah, how
Ga,
to-
ga, ga, ga.
yeah.
Yeah, so
but you
that
know what?
sucks.
He's
He's working on something else now.
Did you
though.
see the trailer for How to Train? I mean, not the trailer for Hotel Transylvania 2.
No, but that was
I
a
didn't-
cartoony.
I didn't
animation.
like. I didn't like the first movie, but like just the
I like the
animation.
look of it. Oh,
the
yeah.
animation is so good. It's
Right,
like we
'cause they like
need-
bounce along.
That's like
you know.
yeah, it's like the people who make CG animation mostly. I mean, like not all the time, but mostly they forget that like cartoons
can stretch
they should, like,
and
stretch,
move.
like you know
Yeah.
when they get
Shit, yeah.
when they get surprised, they should be like wow,
or at least they can be right.
like-
Like it's so real world.
But it's like there's no expression. You know,
Right.
if a just a animated character goes whoa, it's like it's not.
Well, it's
That's
kind of like
exciting.
then why didn't you just make a live action movie?
Yeah,
if you didn't
you
need
know.
to like
Yeah,
bend physics.
here's looking at you, Tintin. Why weren't you just a real movie
Oh,
about
yeah,
a kid
yeah.
running around?
That was kind of gross.
Here's looking at you, Tintin. You're right. That
Yeah.
was a really
It was
weird,
kind of
looking
horrifying.
Yeah.
I mean, it looked great, but it was
It's kind of
terrifying.
Yeah.
movie. Same with Polar Express. Like
Oh,
that could have
Polar,
just
Express,
been.
no,
Polar
Polar
Express.
Express was more
But that-
than a
that
nightmare
could've
It also
train.
had
been
seven
That was a
people.
nightmare train.
It also had 7 Tom Hankses in it.
Well, you can never have enough Tom Hanks.
7 Hanks.
But yeah, so that stinks. But okay, why don't we bump up with some
Ah.
good news? I guess
That's
Yeah.
awful news.
Let's
we
get
got our
big.
first look at the live action Attack on Titan this week.
Oh yeah.
So
Now-
what's the deal with this? I don't know much
Some of you
about
guys
it.
might have to dig for this, but it's like a Japanese TV show revealed just like in an entertainment talk show. Like they just revealed like a snippet of like a
Revealed.
trailer. And it looks good.
Yeah,
like,
first Attack on Titan.
Yeah, what is it exactly?
It's
It's an
probably
anime,
It's,
right?
you know what?
It's-
It's
it's-
I
I know the song because you played it, but is it anime?
It's anime. Yeah, it's like probably the first anime that I watched like continuously as a series in years.
It's the first anime I Netflix binged.
Yeah, I Netflix binged.
Oh, it's on Netflix.
Yeah.
yeah, it's great.
It's like Game of Thrones with Spider-Man ninjas and Godzilla.
Is that accurate, Mike?
actually pretty accurate. Yeah.
Okay, I'll skip
But
it.
so like when I heard they were making a live action movie, I was like, "There's no fucking way."
Especially
this is gonna
foreign.
work. Especially foreign because like usually their budgets are
Can
not
I
like
ask, what's the point? Isn't it? If it's an anime, it doesn't have like a specific
they
style
actually
that made it that way.
It's just a cool
no,
idea.
They
It's
actually
good for a
have an
movie.
anime movie adaptation of it.
Yeah.
I think I don't know, whatever. So they're making it's a huge thing in Japan.
Yeah, it's just a cool
Um,
idea for a
okay.
movie.
So I
Seems like that's the medium it worked in, though. It's kind of weird to me.
yeah. So
Yeah,
I mean that's
that's
what
true.
that's what I thought.
That's the thing, though, like, it was
the
always-
movie.
Again, I don't know it.
Yeah.
But
I mean, just like the first shot of like the whole town of people
I was like,
running
oh, shit,
away,
it's like a real
I was
movie.
like, wow, it's like a real movie.
Yeah, I was like, whoa, wait, if it's a real movie.
who's making this movie?
Japan.
Oh, interesting.
It's a completely Japanese
Okay.
movie.
How is their movie business in Japan? Like,
It's-
do they make movies?
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
But
like
I mean, like these kind. Like this, it sounds like a big blockbuster.
this sounds
Yeah.
like their biggest thing. Honestly.
all they make is
Yeah.
horror movies with with Chinese women with
And they're like-
no, I mean Japanese women
Even their horror movies,
with,
they're
with
like
hair
indie.
over their face.
They're very
That's all they
indie,
do.
you know, like even their
Yeah.
horror movies. I don't know. I don't know how the market works.
It looks.
over there,
It's
but
like when the big like the muscle titan is like.
that was
Like,
cool.
it's like, that
Yeah, that was a
really
cool
good.
shot. And then like it
Interesting.
stopped, like the camera, like it was like a
Yeah.
VHS.
We're
camera.
better off at least that this is not an American movie then.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know.
Well,
yeah.
style wise, I would think like let them do it.
You know what? It's like
Let them fight.
you could make an Attack on Titan movie without any CG at all. You could like film.
Oh, yeah,
naked-
use big
You could
people.
just film naked people
Yeah.
and then just like put them like and just like make them
Everyone's
bigger.
naked.
The giants
yeah,
are
like
naked.
the plot is about there's like giant.
Maybe I will
naked
watch this.
men.
A walled-in
Yeah.
city defending itself from giant.
The world has
naked
been taken
people.
over by giant naked men.
Is the place called Titan?
No,
oh,
they're
it's
Titans.
They're called Titans, and they have to fight them.
and
Oh,
everybody.
the Attack on Titan.
And
Yeah.
the elite soldiers trained to fight them have two swords, and they fly around on these. They have these
Spider-Man
belts.
belts.
They have grappling hook
Yeah.
belts that just shoot out ropes, and they fucking Spider-Man around. That's so cool.
And they got like swords. And,
And
they gotta
if
go,
this
like,
movie is good, like I'll cry. Like if
Oh my
like, if,
goodness,
like if
this
it,
sounds
if it
very
works good,
bizarre.
I'll, like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know how
What
it's
is it?
gonna.
Is this like a decade old? This thing?
No, it's just
Attack
came
on
out.
Titan.
Yeah, it's
I'm talking
actually
about
pretty
Attack on
recent.
Titan.
Yeah,
no,
it's
no,
pretty
no.
recent.
Yeah.
Oh, it was the first one that you really watched, is what you said. Not the first one you
Yes.
ever watched.
Yeah, yeah,
okay,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
The first one you followed.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
When
yeah.
you said it was the first one you ever watched, I imagine it was like 10 years ago.
Oh, no.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't like obsessed over an anime like this since like Inuyasha and like
Oh,
Dragon
man.
Ball Z and shit. Like
What about Pokemon?
also Pokemon.
And
You know, by the
Inuyasha
way,
was
I was
kinda for
you know how
girls,
people always
Jake.
say like I wish Pokemon were real?
no, you
I was looking at a bird the other day and I was like, why aren't we happy with this?
Birds are pretty great.
I was really like I was sitting on a bench in New York City. I was just sitting on a bench in like a little park alone, listening to the new episode of Jake and Amir's If I Were You.
It's like sad Keanu sitting on a
Yeah,
bench.
no, I sat on the bench and positioned myself where there was a cute girl reading a book. I was hoping maybe she'd look up and see me and come over, but 'cause,
Wanna
you know,
talk-
that's how life
wanna
works.
talk about
Eric's
Pokemon?
9 to 5. Right?
This is my night. Yeah, people keep asking me, "What do you do during the day?" This is all I do. I position myself so a girl might approach me.
Yeah.
But you're reading a book? All right, I'll sit over here and wait for you to come to me. But yeah, I was just looking at a bird. This is such a side note, but I was like looking at this bird that just like landed right there. I was sitting so still that it wasn't leaving.
Beautiful.
And I was like watching it, and I was just like the way it moved around. I was like, this is basically like if we had Pokemon,
We're all
we would
Pokemon.
not be excited by them because they would just be normal.
Well,
We're
it's
not
like you look
excited
at
by
a bird-
birds.
I mean, you look at a bird, you'd be like, well, I mean, it'd be a lot better if it could shoot electricity.
But if it
Yeah.
did, if we had that, we wouldn't be excited by it.
Ash
is my
gets
point.
pretty
So it's like
excited
we're
when he-
pretty fucking cool with like birds are pretty cool.
Ash gets pretty excited like when he catches a new one.
He
He's
goes,
like, all right, like
Oh,
yeah.
and peace sign.
Yeah.
Those Japanese,
How many fucking Pokemon can he catch?
all.
He's got to catch all.
It's like, wait a minute. So it's like if he's got to catch every Pokemon, right? I mean, it's like so to that world is that
Gotta
like
catch everyone.
is that like catching every species on the planet?
I think so.
Earth?
Yeah, except for one of them is
Does
a
that make you the
hovering.
best? Like,
one
they
of
don't
them is
bu-
a hovering god baby.
Yeah.
Rockman.
That too.
They're like they're Pokemon that are like cubes. now.
Guys,
Yeah,
look,
another like abstract Pokemon.
I can talk about Pokemon and other video games that I played when I was a kid forever.
Let's do it.
But why don't we talk about Pixels?
the latest
Christ,
Adam
yeah.
Sandler movie based on video games.
So now this was based
Vaguely.
on. By the way, just want to make this clear.
based
We
on
know
a
this
pretty
based
neat
on
short film.
Short film from a couple of years ago, but it does predate Freddie Wong's version of this sort of thing,
Oh,
and
yeah.
something else similar that people keep saying it's ripped off of. This was a short film first, so it didn't like rip anything
Mm-hmm.
off. But we got the trailer. We've known about this for a while. We got the trailer. We knew the cast, and we were like,
Yeah.
Adam Sandler, Kevin James, Michelle Monaghan. What the hell's she doing in there? And
also
Peter Dinklage.
and Josh Gad.
Yeah, weird. Like
Yeah,
good people
as
and
the
people we
comic
don't really
relief,
like as
yeah.
much.
I almost feel like from watching this trailer.
Well, so the trailer's
Yeah,
here though.
the
That's the
trailer's
story.
here.
So
it seems kind of like not like a really bad Adam Sandler produced movie, but not a good movie still.
Well, I think by watching the trailer, it feels like Adam Sandler's badness has like infected the movie. Like I don't think Adam Sandler is writing or directing this movie.
no.
But I
But
I
just-
I think
feel
he's
like
just in it,
But
which
just
is
this
interesting.
fucking mug in it.
But
is,
it's
like,
just
really-
like I feel like his like it's like oh look all of those ghosts are the what cars were those?
The Beetle was
The-
it?
no, the-
What was it?
You know they had a specific deal with those cars.
Yeah, I guess.
I
um,
watched it in Spanish.
Is the
oh,
car
yeah,
called a
yeah,
Ghost? I have no idea.
I don't know. But
I don't know cars.
I will say. I mean, like I don't give a fuck
You
about this
watched it
movie.
in Spanish?
Yeah,
All right,
it came out first.
I
and
mean,
it was
like I just say
Spanish.
I don't give a fuck about this movie, but I will say there was 1 second in the trailer that had like that made
What?
me like laugh
You're
out
my
loud.
sweet baby boy.
No, it was
That
right
part at
before
the
that.
end?
It's
the Pac-Man creator.
yeah, the Pac-Man
was
creator.
great.
He goes, He was like, I have to talk to him.
He
is my son.
Oh, the whole end of it I thought was fucking hilarious.
Only that part. I was like,
but then when he was like,
when he says-
you've grown, my sweet boy, or
when
something.
he says Pac-Man is my son, I laughed.
That's the actual creator, I'm guessing, right?
No.
Oh, really? I thought it was.
That was not him.
Then what was the point of that?
Because he was
an
obviously
Asian guy.
Yeah, just an Asian guy.
couldn't tell you.
I actually was very surprised, but I think it looks way better than I was expecting based
Really?
on. Yeah, well, I was expecting nothing.
I still feel
I
like
think it looks like much more fun than I was
Well,
expecting.
it's like I think what ruined it for me was when as soon as Adam Sandler was just like Pac-Man, Donkey Kong. It was like everything. It was just
no, I get you. But I think based on what I was expecting, I was expecting like an Adam Sandler movie. But like you said, he's in the movie.
I still feel
Josh
like
Gad's great. Kevin
Yeah.
James looks like he's doing
Kevin
No.
his usual thing.
See,
but
here's
I
the
mean,
thing. Like, I feel like they don't like. Josh Gad and Peter Dinklage. Like, okay, cool. Like, I feel like it should be like maybe a slight step up from Adam Sandler. Maybe Vince Vaughn. Like, it doesn't seem like Adam Sandler and Kevin James even belong in this.
yeah, I would have almost
Yeah,
imagined Vince
it's-
Vaughn and Owen Wilson sort of thing.
Yeah.
yeah.
It
Which
feels-
isn't even great either. But
when you have Adam
not
Sandler
anymore.
and Kevin James in a movie, that's when it feels like
That scares the internet
what's
away.
going on here.
makes
But
But
I
really
mean,
freak out.
I will say that I did watch the trailer, and I after it was over, I was like, all right, I was expecting him to take a piss on something.
Not
or
the
whatever,
worst
and he
thing
didn't,
ever.
so-
Yeah,
no,
no.
it looks better than I was expecting. Maybe not worth like to go and see in theaters or anything. But
No
like,
Wreck-It
it
Ralph.
looks cute.
It's no Wreck-It Ralph.
yeah.
Also, the animation's really cool. I thought that like the effects were really cool.
yeah,
looking.
but you
So-
know what? Those effects were just basically what the short film
Right,
did. So.
that's true. Yeah.
I don't get it. I'm like, wait, so they're just fighting fucking. Like, it's not like a real Donkey Kong.
I know, it's like a digital,
pixelated
weird
Donkey
version
Kong.
of it.
I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
whatever.
Anyway, we got 2 more trailers I want to talk about. That one, I watched the full trailer. This one, I watched the first roughly 5-10 seconds of the trailer, and then I scrolled down in the comments said it spoils the whole movie, so I stopped.
Oh.
what are we talking
Paper Towns.
I didn't see it.
New from it's a John Green
I guess
book.
it's good that I didn't.
Oh, I did see this. Yeah,
You watched the whole trailer?
No, I watched
Okay,
like
good.
half of it.
Because
I got
was gonna
bored.
say, it said it would have. You got bored.
Yeah.
I watched the first few seconds, and immediately I paused it and I scrolled down because I was nervous to get it spoiled. And luckily, a good Samaritan out there did say it was going to spoil the whole thing, as usual. But the first few seconds, I was like, I'm already in love because it was a kid, and it was like a voiceover from an adult, but it was like a little boy, a young boy. On one side of the street, and then like a family moving in, and a little girl in the car, and he's looking at her, and it says,
that's cool.
"The best part of my
Yeah,
life
I
was
did-
that I
yeah,
got
I
to
did.
grow up across the street from so and so,
Yeah,
and I
that
was
was
like,
cool.
I thought it was adorable, so I stopped it. I'm
Did
excited
you see,
to see
the Faulty Stars?
No, but this actually already has me way more interested because
a little more
this
up-
guy.
Fault in Our
up our
Stars is-
alleys.
Oh.
This one looks more up my. Seems like it's
Instead
more
of just
up
like
my
a boy and a girl, and they love
well,
each other,
Fault in
but
Our
they
Stars
have
is just
cancer.
like I think that one guy is terrible. That kid,
Oh, I
Ansel
don't like him.
Elgort.
Yeah, I don't
I
like
think he's
him.
terrible.
From what I've
I don't get it.
from what I've learned about this guy, this author, it sounds like that.
Well, I
when
know him
he-
as a YouTube. You know the
yeah,
Vlog Brothers.
It sounds like he's just like, what's like the saddest?
What's the saddest thing?
The
Like a
saddest
Nicholas-
thing.
How can
Yeah,
I make
yeah,
like
he-
Nicholas
yeah.
Sparks?
like
Yeah.
maybe a better written, maybe like a more
It's like
quirky Nicholas
in
Sparks. it
this
seems like.
movie,
Yeah.
everybody gets cancer, but the main character. Oh,
Surrounded by cancer.
he's
Yeah,
surrounded
that's the
by
name of the movie.
cancer.
But yeah, so I
And
don't know.
then
yeah.
they all get
The
Alzheimer's.
tiny
and then
bit of this that I saw looked cool. So I hope that's not what happens in this. I hope it's just a love. I would love for it to be a love story. If it's a fucking like, yeah, one of them gets Alzheimer's, going to be like, God,
No, I want
Yeah.
people to just be in love and be perfect, just like in
Yeah.
real life.
Paper Towns is a cool title too.
That is cool.
And finally, we got a trailer for. I didn't watch this trailer.
I
at
didn't
all,
watch it either. I was
Obviously,
scared.
yeah. Why,
I didn't want
okay, I didn't watch it all. Insidious Chapter 3. Now,
Oh,
this,
I did.
You did watch the trailer. Okay,
Yeah.
was it? How did it look? I didn't watch
The
the trailer.
Mike report.
Don't
Oh, well,
spoil
I mean,
anything,
like-
loves
but-
Insidious, by the way.
Well, you liked Insidious 2 better than Insidious 1.
I like Insidious
at
2
least.
better than Insidious
It was
1.
a very interesting, clever twist on it.
Well, it's
Keep in mind, this is not
it's-
James Wan. This is Lee
yeah,
Winnell. So
yeah,
I'm
it's-
curious about that.
It's thank you for that.
That was bothering me. I had to fix that.
Listeners, don't worry about that.
It's a very different
Next
movie.
time you berate Andrew, I'm going to be right
I know,
there.
yeah,
I'm going to be over your shoulder.
Here I am.
It looks like Insidious 1 mixed with like it's got like all of
No. What?
it's like their own spin on like this exorcism.
Oh, it is a
kinda-
prequel, isn't it? It is.
It's a prequel.
That's not James Wan, right?
It's
No,
not.
it's Lee Winnell.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I don't know. There's one. It's just like it looks like it's a girl who gets haunted by another demon.
Okay.
And then
And
it's
there
like,
you go. That sounds like Insidious.
and it's like, and then the girl, the old woman from the other ones. It's like we got to get the demon out.
Okay. All right, I get it.
And it's
gotta
like
get the demon
her soul is stuck in the afterlife, so we got to get her out. Oh, she's in an Insidious coma, but not at the same time. Like it's like her soul is stuck in the afterlife, but she's like oh, I'm being sucked away.
All right. Well, you've sold me. Yeah, I'll wait to see it. I'm still a big fan of the Insidious franchise, so I'm curious to see how Lee Winnell does. So I'm going to just wait and see this one. But can I just say, by the way, before we move on to TV news, don't ever watch the movie It Follows, Mike.
Don't watch it?
You will want to shoot yourself.
What? Everyone's saying it's the best thing ever.
Yeah, I've been hearing that too. It's got a 95 on Rotten Tomatoes. It's not.
You watched it?
I saw it. I saw it last week.
Wait, is this the one that's about like a
Wait.
rape
Can't wait,
or something? Is
Awesome.
it about rape?
Awesome. No. Awesome. Well, no, it's not about rape.
Is it about vampires?
Wait,
No.
what is it? Wait.
It has an awesome vibe to it. It's got like that 80s vibe. Did you see The Guest, either of you?
No.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's like that.
Okay.
But with a horror movie, starring the same girl, by the way.
Oh.
But the first half of the movie is fucking fantastic, and then the second half is Paranormal Activity bullshit,
Oh,
basically,
no.
which is
okay.
shocking. I was shocked how
don't know, sounds like fun.
no, it happened halfway through. It was like some goofy bullshit, and I was just like,
That's
I out loud I said no.
No.
In the theater, I was so upset.
I was so ready
Not
for
this
that
far.
to be because
Fucking stop it when they get to the beach. Watch the movie and stop it when they get to the beach, and
Why?
then you'll
So
be good.
why do you think everybody's saying that's like what is changing horror
I have
movies?
no idea. I don't know. I was so excited.
Really, they've been saying that?
The first,
Wow.
the first
Everyone
half.
is saying it's like
It's
that
like they're
changes
reviewing the
horror movie.
first half of the movie,
Yeah.
and then they didn't watch the rest. Like I would believe these reviews if they watched the first half of the movie, and then I thought the second half was terrible.
Fucking shame.
Pretty not terrible, but pretty bad.
You
But
know
anyway,
what?
I had to
We're-
mention that.
We're gonna have to fucking do it. We're gonna have to bring horror
God damn
back.
it! Ah!
No one else is going
Keep
to.
in mind, I love Insidious,
Yeah,
so
no one else is gonna.
So you can't
fucking
work
do
with
it.
me on
Oh,
it.
okay. Fuck you.
let's work on you know what.
All right, we'll do my thing.
Let's do it.
Jake, get the.
I'm going to make a new Blair Witch project by myself.
Just in his bathroom.
Take those hot dogs.
No, it's going to be really good.
Let's talk about, speaking of spooky, scary
Yeah.
stuff, Daredevil.
Oh boy.
We get some motion posters, and this is not like exciting
Motion
necessarily.
posters.
You know these things that they just put out. It's like it
Oh.
looks like a. They're
What-
kind of cool.
One of them's really funny because it's like this epic
Well, I kinda dig
cityscape
it.
and like a voiceover, and it's just Matt Murdock tapping himself down the street with his cane, and it's like,
but that's the one we're talking about. Did you actually watch it?
it was cool though. Yeah.
But did you notice the two important things?
No, wait, hold on. What's happening?
Avengers Tower in the back. You fuck.
I didn't see that.
Yeah.
I just saw it on the Facebook feed. I was
Avengers
like,
Tower is in the background.
Oh, I just got
and
an
in the
erection.
in the reflection on the wet street is
Spider-Man.
the red Daredevil costume.
What?
You fuck.
What? Wait.
Very, very,
What?
very faintly, but you can fucking see horns.
Oh boy!
Look
oh,
at it,
boy.
you schmuck. He's
Yeah.
making fun of it. And
So,
meanwhile,
so you think that scene
It was cool, though.
before that scene
but
happened?
it is funny because it's a city street and he's
Yes.
just
Before that scene,
tapping down the street.
before that scene happened, he's walking out of Avengers Tower.
Sideways. Yeah,
And
you know,
he's
he
like,
stumbled
yeah,
out.
He goes through the Avengers. He's like, "Can I be on the Avengers?" And Tony Stark is like,
sure, just walk
yeah,
this way. And
Tony
he
Stark
took him
is
out the
like,
door.
he's like, "Hello," and he's like, "Yeah, I don't think so." Yeah.
I don't see.
You're not gonna be able to see it that well on here.
I don't see the Avengers
Avengers
Tower.
Tower is that? See that pointy tower? See it?
Oh yeah.
Yep, that's Avengers Tower. And then you can see the horns.
Okay, I get
And
it.
see the horns a little bit?
Getting a little hard.
Yep. Everybody go watch the motion poster. It's really cool. That's all I'm saying.
I don't see horns.
Okay, well, too bad.
Oh.
It's very faint. It's not
Yeah.
obvious at all, but you can see that he's wearing a suit, and it's definitely not that black suit.
Nah, that's cool.
So
I
very
don't think
cool.
he's gonna wear it by the.
Oh,
Not this
Yeah.
season, I don't think. Yeah.
I'm so excited.
But we'll talk about superhero TV shows moving really fucking fast in just a moment.
Okay.
You know what I'm going to talk about. That was a pun, by the way. I
Yeah.
didn't even realize. I also want to mention there's to A&E. There's nothing to say about this.
Yeah.
A&E has a TV show. What was that?
No, I'm curious because I
Yeah.
like the movie.
The original or the remake?
the
Okay,
European
good.
one, yeah.
The original, yes. Swedish, I believe, right? Is it
Swedes,
Swedish?
yes.
Let the
The
right one in.
PewDiePie one.
Yeah.
There's a TV show in the works for A&E. I don't understand.
Nope.
But based on which, though? Like the remake? Or
Well,
the,
I mean,
the remake was not bad.
It could say
No.
based on the
Right?
book.
I forget. You
It's
liked it,
alright.
right?
It's based on a book.
That's okay. So it's based on the book. Then I didn't know what they're basing it off.
The
of.
remake was like shot for shot, so
But it was
it's like-
good.
yeah.
Richard Jenkins was great. You remember there was
Richard
some
Jenkins
amazing,
was a great- yeah.
some amazing cinematography. Remember when the car
When the
flipped?
car crash, that was
Yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah.
But
good
yeah, that movie was
story.
okay. The original I liked a lot. I really did.
I
I
loved
thought
it.
the pool scene
I
was
loved it.
incredible.
Oh
Which,
my
by the
God.
way, never mind. I'm not going to spoil anything else.
Yeah,
You know what?
no, that's a
I've
great movie.
I've been a fan of movies becoming TV shows recently because Fargo
Fargo.
is amazing.
That's true. But this again is a book
yeah.
technically.
Bates
Like this is where
Motel.
they're bullshitting. They
Yeah.
really mean like the movie.
It's Bates Motel, I guess, is the best thing probably we can use.
I
to
haven't. You know what?
compare.
Yeah, I'm not caught up on that.
No.
There's some good stuff in there, but it's not enough.
Thinking Bates Motel, they're
I like
finally
shorter
getting-
shows.
I
Actually,
like
like
that
Better Call
show-
Saul's like what 10 episodes. It's almost over the first season. I like that.
I like that
Condense
show
it.
where like the like the wives of like the basketball players, they all
Yeah.
like fight each
Okay.
other all the time. They all yell at each other and they fight all the time. It's like the Real Housewives of whatever.
Real Housewives of Basketball. What are you
I don't
talking
know.
about?
Basketball wives. What the fuck?
You
I
know
don't
exactly what it's called. Just say
No,
it.
I don't.
What?
I actually don't.
Anyway, but like so. I want to go back to superhero movies, superhero TV shows moving really quickly in story without spoiling anything. We can't spoil anything. Can I just say, like, was that episode of The Flash not the greatest fucking thing?
That was a.
Oh, wait, no, sorry. The first 50 minutes were fucking terrible.
It was bullshit. Yeah, I was
Terrible.
Gonna say,
The
I was
latest
gonna
episode?
say-
Yes.
Okay.
But the last 10 minutes was I was screaming for 10 minutes straight. It was unbelievable.
I wish the Flash could be like that. The last 10 minutes of that show, because it was just like pure like comic book. It was like pure comic book.
Yep. It was completely batshit, like,
Uh-huh.
but it all worked because we've been watching.
But it's
a
like-
character. I'm just gonna say a character who I thought was kind of like whatever for the most part, killed it.
Uh-huh.
So
Yeah.
beautiful perform. Like that was
Yeah.
amazing.
And
I ain't talking about the girl. All the girls are. No, I'm talking about all of his love interests are fucking awful.
I was gonna say, like,
so that's
the first 50 minutes of that.
all it was.
It was
the
like
whole episode.
it's like-
and a repeat of the first episode.
Yeah, it's like I love him, but maybe I don't love him. I love maybe. Oh, what's going on?
Now you know me. I love that kind of stuff, but the actress is so bad playing.
she's
help me.
awful.
What's her
I-
name?
You're watching
Iris.
a
Iris.
fucking CW
Terrible.
show.
I know.
She's
but Grant
awful.
Gustin is great. Guy playing Harrison Wells is great.
CW show.
The cop is the dad is the step adopted dad cop whatever the fuck is
I like
good.
Black Dad.
He's good. Yeah, his black
Yeah.
dad. But
He's good.
Damn.
It was-
But now
I
I
mean-
got to ask. Not only I was always asking like, wow, they're really rolling through this very popular Flash storyline. Very quickly.
Yeah.
I was like, it's going to be wrapped up by the end of season 1. They basically fucking wrapped it up almost.
I know,
Like,
it's like-
what? What?
I don't know.
What are they going to do for next season?
Wait, well, the thing is, it's like the thing where anytime I read a Flash comic book, what makes it what makes the most interesting Flash stories is when he fucks up time. Like he's like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back in time and I'm gonna stop my mom from dying.
Is
and
that,
then, like,
is that going to be like
he-
the future of the show? Is just like constantly that? Like I don't
Well,
understand.
Well, like he does that.
You'd
in
think
the
they would have like done this storyline in like the next season or something.
he does it in the comic books and he fucks up everything.
Yeah, but-
he creates the apocalypse and it's like.
Whoa.
He kills Bruce Wayne and Batman is
Whoa.
Batman's dad
Whoa.
in an alternate timeline.
What?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Jake. Whoa.
Batman
Whoa.
fucks up everything.
But anyway,
Yeah.
I mean, I thought it was
Amazing.
great. I thought it was
Yeah.
so great.
Oh, okay.
For a CW
yeah, it was-
show.
it was-
And again, I'm usually like
But
half
but
into
that's
it
the
because
thing.
it's like some of
It's
it's so shitty and some
if
of it's
they
really
could
good.
Just, I mean, like I know it's asking a lot, but just stretch that 10 minutes just a little bit.
Yeah.
Because I understand. Here's the
They
thing:
nailed a
The
lot
C-
of stuff at the
the
end.
CW has to appeal to a general audience,
Right.
Like
young
yeah,
people that wear a lot of layers.
If it was, yeah, if it was.
Everyone on CW wears like 3 jackets
Yeah.
and 2 shirts. It's
looks
crazy.
cool.
Yeah,
and they
I guess
they,
so.
They drink coffee all the time.
Yeah.
Look how many layers Mike's got on.
Oh, CW! I'll CW you
Hey.
in court,
Mike is
motherfucker.
wearing a T-shirt
Well,
and then like a shirt.
Well, this is just my jacket.
That's a jacket he didn't take
never
off.
switched it.
You're wearing layers.
Yeah.
I'm the
not-
only baby boy
this
here.
part is not my fashion sense.
Okay.
It
It should be. All
All
right.
right, put your tits away.
Guys, let's take a break. All right,
All right.
this is. Whew, I'm getting hot just looking at you guys. Let's take a break. I have something to plug. We have
I'm gonna take my fucking sweatshirt off, Jay.
the next episode of
Good.
Pity
Do it.
Applause is shooting on March 23rd. That's a Monday in New York City. Tickets are $10 online, $15 at the door. Don't be a fucking dumbass. Get them online. And yeah. Very excited. We're working on that
Houdini my way
episode,
out.
and these 2 episodes will be online. The most recent 2 episodes, including the one we're shooting on Monday, will be online on Patreon starting next week, and then for everybody else in like I don't know, in another couple of weeks or some shit. I actually don't remember. The first quarter of the year doing this was a little wonky, but we got it. Patreon.com/Pity Applause if you want to see that. Also, there's going to be a bonus clip soon going up of me in a dress. Yeah, I know I'm doing that
Finally.
bullshit. You want to see me in a dress? Like that stupid.
I do want to see you in
obvious, like
Finally,
trying
it's what I always
to
wanted.
get you in.
It's working.
Good, but yeah, so that's cool. Pity Applause, fun stuff. Really going to be ramping up in April though, big time. So
You're
there
already
you go.
ramped up.
Thanks for ramping.
You're gonna
Eh.
ramp up even more.
We barely ramped up. It's like just kicking in, just barely getting going right now. It's sputtering.
Okay, well now you've proven that like you can do this formula, so now you want to
Yeah,
go
but it's
even more with
right
it,
now.
right?
Like I can't even tell.
Is that, like, what
when
you're
you see
thinking?
what it's really going to look like when
Yeah.
it's all ramped up, please.
Okay.
Please.
We didn't even introduce. We don't have the theme song or the intro. We don't have the
mascot?
anything. No, the mascot actually was introduced in the last episode. You'll see. He's sitting right in the front row. You'll see. But anyway, what do you have to plug, Mike?
What do I got to plug?
What do you have to plug, Jake?
Plug my channel, youtube.com/MW10T.
Oh.
Link it in the fucking video.
Whoa!
You watch.
Who are you mad at right now?
I'm mad at myself.
I'm mad at society, man.
I got a new video coming out called The Glove. It's a parody on the Jinx. We figured it out.
I don't know what that is.
Figure it out.
With Summer Sanders.
parody on the Jinx. I just started watching that.
It was a show.
What a creeper! I bet he really did it.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see what really happens.
Also, if any of you care,
Oh, wait.
I'm selling doodles for my videos.
Oh, you're doing that?
Yeah, I'm doing that.
I saw that. Yes, I retweeted that yesterday because there was a cool picture. Of
Contact me on Twitter at Mike's Moist. I almost had my old name. For
Make
some
him
reason.
moist.
At Mike's Moist. If you care about any of my videos that I've done, any of the little doodles, the animations that you see, I'm selling the original doodles that I scanned to the computer.
As prints.
As prints, basically to buy them, it's like just a donation to support me, and you get a whole.
It's not a donation if they're getting something. They're buying something.
It's a care package.
Yeah.
You get and a whole bunch of other little trinkets.
Send
You
him like
get.
Skittles or something. Like
Yeah, give him a couple Skittles.
That's what I'm doing.
Give him some Skittles and some iced tea.
gross. Actually, I don't think you can mail that.
Yeah.
Loose, at least.
The
Cool. Good
end.
shit.
The end.
What about you, Jacob? Jacob Marley?
remember that channel that like I tell you guys that I do videos on?
Gamer
and, like,
Angst?
Yeah, and you guys never
Gamer
subscribe to it.
What?
I'm giving away.
Wait, did you say never subscribe to
yeah,
it?
I'm giving
I'm
away.
sorry, how many subscribers have you guys
fucking-
gotten in the last 3 months?
I
You
don't know.
ungrateful swine.
I'm just kidding. We're giving away. Well, I'm giving away a fucking Xbox One on there. So
Whoa!
Wait,
That's
Jake,
pretty
Jake.
cool.
One.
Are you gonna hurt yourself? Are you giving away all your shit? What?
By the way, I
know,
love
it's
the end
another
of it
one.
when you were like, I don't have 10. I have 3. I thought
Yes,
that was
this
funny.
is-
But,
Oh, thank you. You watched
you
it.
don't believe we watch these videos for some reason. I watch every single one.
Yeah, youtube.com/GAMERANXTV.
No, see, the way he says it is Gamer Angst. He
Yeah,
just did it again.
Gamer Angst,
GAMERANXTV. He fucking always does it. But,
Every video, someone comments on it and goes, Gamer Angst. And I'm like,
that's
fucking
me on
Eric.
different accounts.
I'm like, God damn it,
Me on
Eric.
multiple accounts. No, I have a question, though. So,
Ruined my
I think
brand.
we already made this clear, right, that Mike and I can't really enter and win this thing, right? Because,
Yes.
yeah, that's a little ridiculous. Can
Hey,
I have
but,
my roommate enter and win?
Probably.
Not
yeah.
win, but can I have can my roommate enter? That is not like
Dude, New York is the lucky town.
who picks the winner?
I do.
Damn, because you'll recognize the name.
Yeah,
I need to pick someone
pick
that'll
it,
give it to
like
me.
I put the names in a hat and I just actually no I use a computer program and I randomly just pick it.
Yeah.
P.D.
Um,
Michelson.
But if Eric Striffler comes up, I'll go. Let's try it again.
See, that's what I would do too.
Yeah.
I would do the exact same thing if somebody I know.
Yeah.
It sucks, but I do
That's-
that because
that's
I'm
how
like,
it's
oh,
gotta
it's gonna
be.
look like I fucking picked
That
him.
being
Yeah.
said, we let the contest open to everybody. We like put it in the budget. Like,
Right.
okay, if we have to ship it to fucking London, we'll ship
Yeah,
it to
yeah.
London.
Well, yeah, why
That's
not?
But-
shipped in those fucking London.
But last time,
God damn it.
the PS4 giveaway we won, the guy was in New York.
Did you deliver it yourself?
No.
Should have hand delivered that.
My
Whenever
boss
we have a giveaway
was like-
winner, we had a giveaway winner of a shirt recently who lived right around the corner from me, and I was like, I should just drop it off, and I was like,
we played around with that idea. My boss was like, "You should go to their house and like
That'd be
just
cool.
fucking give it to him."
And,
and,
like with
have-
a big check and everything.
Yeah, I was like,
woo!
Save some money.
All right, maybe.
But we have something collectively that we need to plug here, and that is our latest commentary track. We wrapped up the trilogy of trilogies, The Mummy Returns.
Jake Saga.
I'm sorry, no.
Yeah.
It's not called The Mummy Returns.
Dragon
The Mummy,
King.
I didn't change the notes.
Tomb of the Dragon Emperor.
The Mummy, Tomb of the Dragon Emperor. It's really
Starring Jet
The Mummy,
Li.
Tomb of the Dragon / Emperor, if you remember.
It's
But, it was
really awful.
bad.
Yeah, it was really bad.
Like
The
one of
commentary
the
track is funny.
one
It's-
of
I
the
mean,
worst.
We had a fun
One
time.
of the worst things I've ever seen.
That's the
Yeah.
only way to watch a bad movie is with you guys because it's like
Yeah.
we have fun with it. But like, oh god, get the fuck off of me!
Don't touch
If you
it.
watched it alone, it's like, ugh. So join
I
us.
watched it alone. How do you think I felt?
I can imagine. Prettymuchit.com/shop. It's available up there for I think $3.99, and then for only $10 a month, you get all of our new commentary tracks, of which we usually have one every week. For the most part, sometimes we miss if something goes wrong, but for the most part. But you also get them early. and you get access to all of the commentary tracks we've ever done, which we're up to like 50 or 60 something, for fuck's sake.
Christ.
But yeah, so patreon.com/pretty much it. Not getting into it, but a lot of big news. They just acquired Subbable. Very exciting stuff.
You have to explain to me why that's exciting later.
Because
I don't
Subbable
know.
was a kind of a competitor. Not a competitor in like a nasty way, but just a similar service.
That was initially
But-
what we were like, what if we do that?
I thought about it.
Oh,
Patreon is just doing better, and Subbable was a side project of Hank and John Green, the Vlog Brothers. It was not their full-time thing, and so they thought, you know what, let's merge with Patreon. Smart idea, because Patreon is their full-time thing, these people that work on it. So, just very
Capitalism,
exciting, because
brother.
we're bringing people into Patreon, and Jack Conte, help me, the founder?
Yeah.
He has been showing up on some news shows and stuff, explaining
Yeah,
it.
it's crazy.
Very exciting
Yeah.
to hear him talking about like just the future of this.
Yeah,
I
it's
love
really
it.
cool.
Give it away for free, and if you like it, you support us. That's the idea.
Yeah.
But I think that's awesome. And so, which, of course, giving it away for free, of course, I mean our show. The commentary tracks are a product. That's a different situation. But patreon.com/pretty much it if you'd like to support us and get stuff in return, like I said with him before. Not a donation. You're getting stuff in return. It's a really cool setup, a really cool system, and I am a big fan, and I hope you are too. And finally, we like to give away, because again, free stuff is fun. We like to give away a free shirt every single week. All you have to do is go to prettymuchit.com/giveaway to find out how to enter to win, and then watch the Monday show to find out if you won. And that's it for this break. Thank you, everybody, for sitting through that, because now it's time for video game news.
Do it, Jake. Do
Hit
it.
me, baby, one more time.
Hello, everybody. It's like I just came in, like, hello. Let's talk about some video games.
Was I supposed to get that reference? What
no,
was
I
that?
don't know.
Go, Jake.
I'm tired.
Do your thing.
Okay.
I'm hungry.
Hideo
I'm
Kojima,
sleepy.
the
Oh,
creator.
that's too close to tired. Sorry, go ahead.
Hideo Kojima, the creator of Metal Gear Solid, his name isn't on the box anymore, and all the website promotional material, they just took his name, like, a Hideo Kojima game.
Yeah.
It's all gone
Wait,
everywhere.
what?
Well,
And-
maybe it's because.
Wait, off of what? I'm sorry, what was the game?
Metal Gear Solid 5.
So is this scary for you?
Well, no.
This is weird.
What he's saying is that the production company used to be called Hideo Kojima Productions.
It was Kojima Productions. Now
it's
changed to...
nothing has changed other than the title.
We don't know. No,
Oh, we don't know.
No, because honestly, if his name is off of the fucking game title,
Well,
that means
what happened? We don't know what happened.
we don't know what happened
Oh,
yet.
it's a
So this
mystery.
is this is Thursday. We shoot the show, but
Oh, right. Maybe by the time you're hearing this,
maybe
it's
they'll
been figured out.
some people are thinking that he is finally just leaving
Konami is
Konami,
finally dead.
Konami entirely.
Got to
So
make that Silent Hills.
That's the thing, though. If he leaves Konami, Konami is holding the Silent Hill thing, and
Better
he's working
fucking
on
not.
it. So then, what does that mean if he leaves Konami? Basically, Konami, all they have is Silent Hill and Metal Gear,
I know. Yeah.
and
Who's Resident Evil with?
Capcom.
Capcom.
Yeah.
Now here's the thing: if Hideo Kojima leaves, they're going to keep making Metal Gear games because money. And
I don't think so. I don't think there's. I mean, they will make Metal Gear S games like the sword one.
Yeah, you don't think they're going to continue like Snake's
No,
new
they
Snake
won't,
Adventure?
because like
I
that's.
hope they don't.
I don't
really
think
hope
they will
don't.
because I don't think they can. I don't think anybody
They
can
don't
get
get
together.
it. Like I don't think anybody could do it because he's just so fucking
Because
weird.
it's too unique to him.
Yeah.
You can't just do it.
I
Like,
hope you're right, Mike.
I
really do.
hope
I
so,
really
too.
do.
I think it just might be something like you're not the only one who works here, guy. Why don't you take your fucking name off the company, you asshole?
Maybe that's it. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
Like,
well, people
too much.
need to start saying that to Dave Matthews.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Call it the Everybody Band.
Yeah, the all of us band.
Throwback Thursday. Never forget the time that I saw Hideo Kojima on the High Line.
I thought you were going to say Dave Matthews
and
band.
we locked eyes and we just nodded at each other, and that was it.
He knew who
Coolest
you
thing
were.
ever. No. Like I saw him and I
He
was
knew
like,
that he knew him.
I was just standing there like this.
While I was finishing the interview portion of reading Bill Watterson's the new Calvin and Hobbes not a new book, but you know what I mean. I finished the interview, and I just imagine like if I were to ever like see him and nobody looked like somehow,
that too.
I would just kind of like smile and nod and hope that he did it back. That's all I would need.
That's
all I would need.
Well, because
Nobody
especially me,
not
because
even-
he doesn't speak English. So what was I going to say to him
I thought
anyway?
you meant Bill Watterson. I
No,
was gonna say, no, he
Hideo
does.
Kojima. So like I just nodded at him, and he
Yo, Bill Watterson's a motherfucker because he's very.
secret.
But he's very up to date on things. The way he talks about social media and stuff like that, I'm like, you fucking know it. You fucking know what this is. You are not on the outside, sir. You are fucking watching us.
Yeah, because
I
for a
know
while,
you are.
For a while,
That
like
fuck.
you would think that he was the kind of person who's like bottling his piss now and
Like,
in a log
and like
cabin,
wouldn't
yeah.
even know what a
The
computer
way
is.
of the future.
Wouldn't
Yeah.
even know what a computer is. But no, the fact that he says social media, I'm like, my fucking father would never say social media. He'd be like the Twitter. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the Twitter sensation.
The way he fucking said, what with like in the interview, he's like, with social media I'm just like, You motherfucker! You
Fuck
have
you.
a Twitter!
Fuck
Don't
you,
you,
Bill
you
Watterson.
fuck
Fuck
you!
Secret Twitter. Fuck Bill Watterson. That's the in conclusion of the Metal Gear
That's
story.
a great interview, though. Great interview. Sorry.
No, I like it. No, it's great. No, because it's just about our favorite beloved creators.
Yeah,
and
there
how
you
we
go.
relate to them.
Yeah.
And
Although I disagree with him on a couple things.
Meanwhile, Hideo
Give me
Kojima
another-
just posts pictures of his food every day on Twitter.
Well, that's
It's
what
really
Japanese
does
people
that.
do, man.
Yeah.
They do. It
But
looks good.
he loves Western culture. Like he always
Oh,
posts a picture of like a Japanese Breaking Bad poster. Be like, I love it.
I love it. This is
This
Japanese.
is what I love.
Mr. Chow.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
Jesus.
Anywho.
Video games.
Nintendo has announced that they have partnered with a Japanese mobile company, and they're going to make mobile games.
Finally.
This is
Hooray.
probably what they should have done before they made the Wii U.
That being
Honestly,
said-
like I don't think they should have made the Wii U. I think they should have just went this route.
That being said,
And-
I think it's admirable that they're like, we're not just going to slap just Mario on iPhone. Like they're
No,
going to come up with
do
new
that.
ideas.
Yeah, do that.
Fucking do that.
Please do that.
All I want is a port. An official port of the same fucking
An
game.
iPhone 6 could probably play a pretty good Mario game graphics.
Imagine Donkey Kong Country.
Can you imagine Star Fox
Imagine-
on iPhone?
Imagine Donkey Kong
Well,
Country.
meanwhile,
like,
ironically, jailbroken people probably have had this for
yeah, they're like,
years.
fuck
Yeah.
you, fuck you, we're so
I
much
just, I don't
better.
wanna jailbreak my fucking phone.
no, I was gonna say imagine
Nobody does.
Imagine Donkey Kong Country, but like
Better graphics.
Better graphics. I mean, like, but in a good way, not like the shitty way the new Donkey Kong games are.
Yeah.
So they've emphasized that they want to work on new stuff, new
So they wanna
new
make
IP.
new games is the
they
idea,
do,
though.
but
Okay.
they also want to use their properties to make new things too. Which I'm hoping they don't just do Mario Flappy Bird. You know?
No, but they could have a Mario game like.
They could have
They
like a
have
Mario.
Yoshi
Yeah.
game. Like,
That's the thing,
those
like-
are the things that work perfect. Yoshi and Kirby work perfectly on an
Yeah,
iPhone
it's
because
like-
it's all about tapping and
Yeah.
clicking and
It's-
holding.
especially, and it's
That's
like you
all
know,
it is.
with the Nintendo, it's like very colorful buttons and lights. It's like, oh, you press the button to make the thing happen.
I still think
and
they're
they're
creative
so simple
enough.
too.
Yeah,
the
it's
graphics
perfect.
would work.
It's perfect for Nintendo.
I think
yeah.
they're still creative enough that they can come up with cool new ideas to like
Nintendo's
innovate
so.
in mobile.
I think
They
they're the
haven't
most
made a-
creative.
They haven't made a cool new idea video game wise in like a very long time. Who
No,
knows?
But,
I mean,
but
like,
you know what?
since
Nintendo, like
I
every other
disagree,
game,
but-
it's like all these other games. It's like robots and war, and it's like it's not
War, man.
necessarily
Yeah.
creative.
No.
It's cool.
Yeah,
but
but
with
it's like
Nintendo,
when
it's
you-
always like, look at my star wand, magical, mystical. It's like all crazy, weird
yeah,
shit.
but it's like it's that over and over again.
Right, so
though.
it's getting that's getting
it's
old. But
repetitive.
at least it's like more imaginative. I've always really liked Nintendo.
Like,
those
if
were always
you-
my systems. I never had an Xbox.
like
or
if you
PS3
take a
or anything,
screenshot,
or
like when the
PS2, whatever.
like if you, like when the Wii came out and like the new Super Mario Brothers, like such confusing titles, by the way.
Yeah, they are.
Like the
I
new
always
Super
get them
Mario
wrong.
Brothers. So like if you take screenshots from every single one, and going up to the Wii U of the new Super Mario Brothers games, put them all together, you never know which one you're fucking looking at. They
No.
all look exactly
Yeah,
the
that's true.
same.
They're smaller games
And-
though. Like they were really. I just hope.
Those are official Nintendo
But
games.
also, they are working on some sort of subscription service too, like multi-platform. So I'm thinking
well, they announced
that's going to be.
Well, they also announced a new console.
yeah.
Is that what you-
They work on new consoles like while they've always been very open with that. Like they were working on the GameCube like when they had the Nintendo 64 out. They're very open about like, hey, we're
Here's
looking ahead
the-
already.
Well, the Wii U it's a perfectly fine console. I think
It's great. It's just dead in the water.
I think what killed it was 100% marketing.
Yeah.
It
Oh, people
entirely-
still don't know what it
it's
is,
like
man.
people don't know.
Yeah.
They don't get it. It's like,
Yeah.
I don't like. I kind of didn't get like Wii U. Like, why didn't you just call it like?
I don't know.
The fucking new
Wii
Nintendo
2 would
thing.
have been a better title.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It would have been so much.
Or
People,
Wii Plus or
I see
something.
Yeah,
people
Wii
all
Plus.
the time.
Like, when people go to the store, like the general public don't get that.
I
They're
need
like,
the
my
Wii U
son wants
controller.
a Wii.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, what?
That's not it.
Yeah, it's a mess. But here's
You
hoping.
win some, you lose some.
Here's hoping.
But yeah, I think mobile.
Yeah, perfect.
Good idea.
I'm excited. I'm very
Yeah, I'm
excited.
very
big.
curious.
I love my mobile games. So I'm
I
very
like
excited.
though.
about that.
I think the coolest thing though is that they partnered with a company that knows what they're doing. They didn't just go, "Oh,
Right.
let's try."
They
it.
didn't just say like, "Hey, who can make a
Yeah,
game?"
they were like, "No, let's do it right. Let's get people who know what they're doing and work with them."
Because like when in all the mini games on a Wii or a Wii U, they always figure out how to make those cool.
Yeah, quirky.
And so
Like
like,
Mario
I think,
Party.
Yeah, I think they can do that on like when you have a smartphone, with the gyro sensors and a touchpad.
Oh, and a microphone
yeah.
and all these
Microphone.
things.
I think
yeah.
they could-
Monkey Ball could be
yeah,
fucking
yeah,
insane.
yeah. They could use all of that shit.
I forgot about Super
Yeah,
Monkey
man.
Ball.
But they have that already.
Augmented,
They already have that.
Augmented
Yeah.
reality,
Super Monkey Ball.
Super Monkey Ball. Like imagine.
Yeah, augmented reality. Yeah, remember that was
yeah.
going to take off and it didn't. I remember I had a cool game where you could kick a soccer ball. I played for a while.
That's cool. I want that.
like you literally like you it's on your phone. It's just your camera,
yeah.
and there's a little soccer ball, and you just put your foot in it, and you just kick it.
That'll probably come back when everybody's wearing fucking phones.
Maybe,
in their
yeah. It was
faces.
kind of cool though.
I can't
appreciate
wait.
it. I also use my fingers, like I would just go like this and kick it.
That's cheating. You're
Well,
such
no,
a piece of shit.
I wasn't
You're
like
using it for
trying
not
to.
using
I
it.
wasn't trying to win anything.
There's no goal. There's no
No.
Yo, Jelly Jump is my jam right now. By the way, it's driving me nuts.
jelly jam.
I moved on from Crossy Road. Jelly Jump is my shit.
jam is.
Also, you ever play There Is No Pause Button? From the creator of.
Oh, have you heard about
something? I
that?
forget.
That kind of like that cryptic
Playing
riddle.
Rad
Oh,
Boy.
from the creator. I'm sorry, from the creator of Five Nights at Freddy's.
Oh, I don't give a
that.
fuck.
There is
I don't
no.
give a fuck about
I'm not talking about that, but there is no pause button. It's the fucking most
Yeah, that sounds
frustrating
cool.
game. Anyway, sorry.
I
What?
like that.
No, I saw a commercial for it. There was this app game where it's like
Game of War.
No, yeah, it's like
that
these
Kate Upton's
War of Game.
they're like
the
riddles.
game that Kate Upton designed.
They're like really hard riddles, and it's like the whole point of it is like it built a community where like everybody's like there's like a forum.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
It's,
I
like,
love that
everybody's
shit.
trying to like figure it out. Like I think like one of the
That's
riddles.
like viral marketing.
I think one of the riddles was it's like type like how many letters you see on the screen, and like the answer to the riddle was that you had to use some of the letters that you see in like your carrier. Like your carrier, like you see on the phone.
Oh, like Verizon. and
Yeah,
stuff
like
like
that.
that. Oh, that is
that's
cool
cool.
as hell.
Uh-huh.
I love it.
That's
Yeah.
real cute.
I gotta look that up.
Well, thanks for that, man.
Well, give me some other video game news, Jake.
Star Wars.
In
You like Star
response.
Wars?
Yeah.
Do you like Star Wars?
Yeah.
He's asking.
Do you like Star Wars Battlefront?
I actually
heard of it.
never really
Fuck
played those
you!
games.
All right, moving on.
No, tell me
That's
the
it for
fucking
video
news.
What?
games.
Wait a minute. What's the news?
No, I'm just kidding. Star Wars Battlefront. We've talked about it. We're excited about it. It's the new Star Wars game that everybody's excited about. It is being revealed next month at the. It is. They said it. They're officially announcing it, revealing it. God, I'm a mess.
Now,
Jesus.
They're officially revealing it at the Disney Star Wars event thing that they do in
Star
Anaheim.
Wars celebrations or
yeah,
whatever. Yeah.
celebrations.
And so, I mean, for people who don't know, this is supposedly supposed to be like a fucking massive, massive game. Like not massive, speaking like
Ideally.
like scope and graphics and like because it's got the money of Star Wars behind it,
It does.
and it's Battlefront, and so it's got a lot riding
gonna
on
be
it.
cool.
It's got
This
a
is
lot
exciting.
This is a big deal.
it's get excited.
People lost their
I mean, I don't
minds
have a
today.
game system, so
Get
I'm not
well,
excited.
this is
get
the thing where, like,
one
they
and then get excited.
I shan't.
Like the
Only
en-
reason I would get a game system is if Portal 3 was coming out.
Like the announcement
What about
of a
Batman?
thing, of an announcement.
I would love to play Batman
It's
too,
like-
but it's not enough.
It's like crazy.
I really want to play Batman. I'm gonna mooch off of Paul. Paul has a
Oh, okay.
it's a PS3 though. That's the problem.
You won't get
I know.
Batman.
I think he's gonna upgrade. We are also moving in 2 weeks, so I think our money our money thoughts are in another place.
Yo, someone was like, "What if Arkham Knight is Batman?"
Oh.
Right?
And
What if?
Batman is not Batman? What if you're playing
Batman
as
is
the
the
No,
Joker?
like Arkham Knight is like Batman if Batman like went the other way and kind of like was like, you know what, I'll kill people.
Oh wait, no, you mean like an alternate reality Batman? Is what you're
Yeah.
saying? Like he came over from another dimension?
I'm down with that.
Yeah.
I was thinking what you were saying is that the Batman you're playing
Is
as
an
the entire
imposter.
game is an imposter.
That would be cool as
And, like,
fuck.
you're
Fuck,
fighting
I'd be
the
so
Arkham
mad
Knight.
at the end. I'd be
Why?
like, God
That- what?
damn
That's awesome.
it.
Everybody is the fucking Joker.
That's like the end of yeah, that's the end of Arkham Origins at the very end. It was like that whole thing, that was just a Joker.
Yeah.
And you're like, "Oh, really?
God damn you,
Yeah.
Jiminy Joker,
Jiminy Joker,
Son of a-
Jiminy
son of a
Joker.
Joker.
Son of the Mask.
son of the." That's it for video game
That's
news.
it.
Though. So it's time to talk about last week's poll,
Let's
which
talk
had
about
to
the
do with
old
video
poll.
games.
Yeah, this sucks.
Yeah.
Who? Don't say it, but who will the crazy surprise character in Mortal Kombat
Oh wow,
XP?
yeah.
I know this.
We
was,
fucked this up 2 weeks in a row
Sort
by
of.
making a poll,
So, in
but they
third
got
place-
answered the day after.
yeah, the day after. In third place, J.K. Simmons.
Yeah, that's funny. It's be like square, throw a symbol at someone's head.
Yeah.
In
Triangle,
second-
triangle, left, right, throw a
I'm
chair at
imagining
somebody.
Call him a
the way,
fag.
the way I'm imagining seeing J.K. Simmons in Mortal Kombat is like an original Mortal Kombat game, like
He's
where
just
it's
like
like
this,
an
too.
actual photo.
Yeah, he's just a
And
buff
it's like,
dude in
huh,
a t-shirt.
Buff dude in a t-shirt.
Yeah.
Looks like a
Faggot.
In
Faggot,
second,
faggot.
Colin
Faggot.
Firth, also saying faggot. Colin Firth.
Colin Firth, I guess because of Kingsman.
I
Because
guess.
Besides that,
I
Colin
was thinking
Firth,
of the King's
A lot
Speech.
of real people.
I was gonna say because besides that, Colin Firth is a puss. Sorry,
You don't know that.
Not to burst your
And then in
Firth
first
bubble.
place, we got definitely not Jason Voorhees.
Damn it.
Yeah, so that's kind of cool though. That Jason
Yeah.
Voorhees is going to be in it. This was obviously yes. The answer was right after we.
Yeah, it'll
said
be
this
cool.
one.
It would be really cool if they put Freddy Krueger in it again from the last game. Mortal Kombat 9.
Yeah, Freddy Krueger was in
So
the
then we
That
could
was a
have-
surprise character in the last one?
Yeah.
So this is way less exciting.
So we
then.
could have Freddy
It's
Krueger
the
versus
exact same
Jason.
fucking thing. Well, never mind. I thought that was a big surprise, but it's the exact same thing. So I didn't think it's as cool as
Yeah,
I
I mean,
thought.
at least Freddy Krueger has personality, right? Like,
At least.
yeah.
So it's like, you know how when in every single Mortal Kombat like fight, like now they say something right before they
Yeah.
fight. Jason's
Jason's
just
gonna be
walk
like,
up. Hello.
That would be so good. No, it's going to go...
Yeah.
I hope so. That'd be cool.
But that was
no,
last
he
week's
just walks
poll.
up and he goes, "Where's my mom?" Yeah.
Or it is the mom. That was last week's poll question. Friday the
There you
13th is one of the greatest
DLC.
movies ever. By the way.
DLC
First
could be his
one.
mom.
So that was last week's poll. This week's poll question is, I think with Nintendo announcing this mobile thing,
There you go.
what would you like to see? Like realistically, not just like a Mario game. Like what kind of game do you think would work well? Of like maybe
iPhone
of the
and
mini
Android.
games that we've seen. Stuff
Yeah,
like
keep
that.
in mind
If
like
you're a
the
Nintendo
iPhone's
fan,
power.
Yeah, just think. Well,
Pikmin
yeah.
could fucking work as like a strategy game.
Yeah,
There you
well,
go.
think too. Also, it'll be iPhone and Android, but it'll also be tablets too. So
Right.
that's cool.
I'm thinking now like Luigi's Mansion. I'm just having
Oh,
like
that's
things
right,
that would be fun with
tablets.
things that would be fun with
Yeah.
tapping and swiping. Because that's that's going to be the new thing, which the Wii U of course has.
Tapping
that. But,
and swiping.
All right, don't be gross. Please let us know what you think on Facebook.com/prettymuchit. Let us know in the poll, which again, it's not really much of a poll necessarily.
It's like
just
a
a
Facebook
discussion.
It's
conversation.
an old
Anyway,
poll.
Hashtag Ask PMI.
Mike finally kicks in with the drum
Yeah.
beat. Like,
We will. Yeah, that was a ripoff.
we will ask you.
So
good, right?
hashtag Ask PMI. At Jake Baldino asks, what is your favorite color?
Put it in. I didn't even
Fucking
see it.
asshole.
That's what she said. I like purple. I think it's
Really?
cool. Yeah. I like
Purple,
blue
huh?
too, but blue is like the color that you have to like as a boy.
Can
growing
we
up.
can we answer in like shades of or combinations of colors?
Okay, so how about my favorite shade of any color is like
Mauve.
is decreased saturation about 25% and raised brightness like 25-50%. That's my favorite shade of any color.
Well, I like when you mix black and yellow things.
Ew.
Oh, you mean well, that would
Oh,
just
I'm
be
just
black.
thinking with crayons. With crayons, it comes out gross.
Oh no!
You're talking about like a pair of colors.
pair of colors.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah,
so in
yeah.
that case, purple and yellow for me. Purple and orange,
Okay.
or blue and orange is cool too.
I like or black and orange.
Black and orange works. That's
See, now,
Halloween.
I have three favorite
This is
colors.
a mess. This was supposed to be real
I have,
quick.
I have three favorite colors, but none of them, I don't like them combined. I like black, I like blue, and I like green. I don't like them
All
together.
right, I'll give you a black and blue.
I'll give you a black and green.
Give you
Uh,
a local fucking
At
sandwich.
Chubb Stuff asked, what time do you go to bed?
Oh, God.
Oh, what a fun! You know what? Actually,
Tough for you,
yeah,
never.
every time that I go
Sleep
to
apnea.
every time I go to sleep is around 4 a.m.
But when do you go to bed? Is that when you get in bed?
Yeah, that's when I
okay,
get to bed.
okay.
Yeah.
Because that's a different thing.
Oh, okay.
I usually I'm a night owl. I usually go to bed pretty late. But also when I get into a flow of getting up early, I like to try to go to bed at a reasonable time so I can keep getting up early because I also like getting up early. I'm an early bird and I'm a night owl. I'm either.
You're
Yeah.
a whole bunch of birds.
Either way, I got wings, motherfucker.
I'm all over the place. It's always usually not before midnight. But then
Yeah, not usually.
it could be close. It's usually between 12 and 3
You know
a.m.
what the problem is living with a bunch of friends is that like no one expects that you'd be asleep at like 11 o'clock.
Yeah, you just
so the
want-
other
yeah.
night, it was actually St. Patrick's Day specifically, and I realized that was my big mistake was everyone came in really late and was being loud and waking me up. But I was in bed at like 11:30 or something
Oh,
like that
wow.
because I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get up early tomorrow and
Do
we
stuff,
got
yeah.
shit to do. Was that Tuesday?
I think it was Tuesday.
Yeah, I had to get up early and shoot Pedia Plus stuff on Wednesday. But so I was all excited
Dude.
about that. I did end up getting up at 7 o'clock, so it was fine. But yeah, every fucking hour somebody was strolling in like, whoa, whoa, you know what day it is? Yeah, and I was like, God damn it! And people knocking on my door to like tell me their stories, and I'm like,
They were
asleep.
knocking on your chamber door.
Yeah, exactly. Nevermore. At what is that? Rufus12271 is that? What is your favorite cereal?
Ooh.
Now, here's the problem
I
with me.
love many cereals.
All right,
I
what's
love,
your favorite though?
I don't know because you know what I like. You know what? Cocoa Pebbles are great.
Cocoa Pebbles.
Cocoa
okay.
Pebbles.
I got a
'Cause
weird mix.
I like it. You know what? I love soggy cereal. I love it.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
love just
I
like
hear
that.
you.
I love the slop of like just like
Oh, no.
yeah.
I like it just in
Oh,
between
no.
crunchy and soft.
Oh, no. See, here's
What
the
about you?
problem with me is that anytime I say whatever my favorite cereal is, it doesn't matter because then I proceed to tell people that I eat it without milk. And
That's
people look
right,
at me
yeah.
like I'm
Well, I
fucking
mean,
ISIS.
I mean, you could do that, but
I
for
like
breakfast.
like dry ass Wheaties and a glass of water for breakfast.
Dry ass Wheaties in a glass of water.
No, and a glass of water.
I was going to say in a glass.
No, God, no, a glass of water and a
Ew.
bowl of dry Wheaties.
That's a sad breakfast. Yeah.
Also, I also like Lucky Charms and Count Chocula quite a bit.
Okay.
I will eat any cereal, even the healthy ones. I like the healthy ones.
My favorites are definitely it's probably Fruit Loops, Apple Jacks, and Corn Pops in that row. In
See,
that
I
order,
never
should
liked
say.
Fruit
Just like
Loops.
pure sugar. I mean, I can't talk.
I don't eat cereal too often anymore.
me
It used
either.
to be every day. Now I make myself.
Oh,
eggs
I do
and
like
sausage
honey
every day.
bunches of oats with like
You know what?
vanilla
Especially using almond milk.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you
the
and
best
fucking,
thing ever.
Well, of course, you
Yeah.
know me and my milk. Anything with milk, I'm down with because milk is my fucking
I like it in-
blood.
Oh God.
I got milk in my blood and I'm dying.
You're like an android.
I was gonna say that.
At Shea Butter, 1219. Craziest thing you saw on St. Patrick's Day?
Leprechaun.
Yeah,
A leprechaun.
Yeah, leprechaun. He granted me a wish, and I wished him to be free.
No, the thing I
You couldn't do it.
I said,
because
leprechaun,
12
you're
years
free.
of lep.
the craziest thing I saw on St. Patrick's Day. I'm a beer snob, so I thought it was really crazy to see people flocking to drink Coors Light that was fucking painted green, like green beer.
gross.
They're like, we're gonna get green beer. I'm like, all right,
Yeah.
what are you drinking? They're like, Coors and Bud. I'm like,
look,
no.
I'm down to I'm down to party here and there, but I would
yeah.
never put a green. I would never
No,
put
I don't
any,
like-
any
I had
colorful
anything.
drink in my body.
I had
if
a
can help it.
Guinness. That was
Mine
it.
is Gatorade.
Yeah, I had a Guinness. I had a nice night. I hate corned beef and cabbage more than anything.
Oh,
in
it's
the
I
so
world.
love corned
good.
beef
I hate-
cabbage.
I didn't.
Despise it.
Well, full disclosure, I didn't do anything on St. Patrick's.
Oh yeah, me
Day.
neither.
Yeah, no, I didn't do anything.
No.
Like I worked. I
Instead-
worked on Pity Applause.
We
Shepherd's
made
pie I could fuck
we
with.
made corned beef and cabbage. and
See,
it was good.
I made myself my dinner. I did not make corned beef and cabbage.
we made
No,
we
that's
made
too
corned
much.
beef and cabbage sandwiches, with mustard.
Oh,
and
that's
it was like,
oh, okay.
fuck yeah,
All right, that
fuck
I'd
yeah.
probably
All right, so you did something.
Yeah.
I didn't do anything.
So the answer is nothing. At
Bozarac.
Bo Razak, it looks like. Mike, how difficult was it to get to be a PA, and was it worth it?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Somebody that wants to be a PA, clearly.
Difficult in the sense
You
that
gotta know someone, right?
you gotta
That's the
know
idea.
someone. We
You can't like, apply anywhere.
Yeah, it's like my dad knew a guy who drove trucks for a guy. That's how I got in.
That's how most. I would
but
say.
but
that
it's like,
sounds
well,
like
you
how
know what?
most
You
people
still
get it.
you still gotta prove yourself.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
mean, I think I spent all of my professionalism, like I burned myself out in that 2 years I was a PA. Now I'm just like a wash up.
A slob.
Yeah, it's like back in the day, I would wake up at like 1 in the morning, be on a 3 a.m. train to be in the city by 5 a.m. to
Yep,
be
yep.
on white collar. I mean, it was worth it for memories.
Yeah,
it was worth it.
cool
to,
experience.
Got a lot of
It's-
stories.
Got a lot of stories. I mean, it's like it's cool to have on your resume.
Yeah.
But the pay, I mean,
the pay is probably nothing incredible.
oh, pay
right?
was bullshit. It was the worst. I mean,
you got
you're-
paid to kind of like chill on in a place that you enjoy.
You're not
That's the
chilling,
inf-
though.
But I mean,
You're-
okay, that's okay, right. Work, but you enjoy that environment. Obviously, of a film set.
Yeah, it was a
right?
cool.
So,
You know what?
most people would do that for free.
I actually
if you think
yeah,
about it.
Some days you do get to like kind of sit around. The one day I actually we were working in the apartment, which I mean this guy who owned the top floor of this giant building, the creator of instant messaging, AOL Instant Messenger, worked in his apartment.
wow.
We were shooting
I
white
don't
collar.
even know what to say. I have no
And
comment.
like I was like the only PA there that day. And so like pretty much it was just the film crew, me, the actors, and like I was like, picking up shit and moving stuff, but like
That's cool.
Did you meet the guy?
no.
You should've
I
been
met
like-
his son.
Remember sub profiles?
Yeah, I met his son, and his son like he has that thing like in his kitchen where all of his silverware is attached to the wall with a magnet.
Oh
And
yeah,
his,
yeah, yeah.
His son like made a sandwich, like he took a knife off the wall. and,
Yeah,
like,
that's great. Yeah. Did it have
cool.
like,
I
the
want that.
outline of it? I love that shit. When
yeah,
it's, like, the
and
outline
it's like
of the tool.
and then on the roof, like his whole roof, you could just stand on the whole roof, and it's like New York
All
City.
knives.
Like, New
Oh.
York City is just everywhere, and you're
That's
just like,
crazy.
oh my god, this guy.
God.
So yeah, you get stories like that, but money wise, no.
All right,
Not worth
so there you
it,
go.
yeah.
Depends what you're looking for. Help me, at FA, is that FA Flamenco?
F.A. Flamenco.
What's a movie you like that isn't well known? I have an
Oh.
answer for this one that I was just thinking about the other day, which is why I
Oh.
picked it, but I don't know if you have one off the top of your head.
Bronson, that's kind of well known.
Ish.
Bronson's good. I
Yeah,
like that.
I like
Ish.
Bronson.
Mine would be just I'll put it out there. Roger Dodger. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. Very social networky. If you like, kind of just like talky, like roller coaster dialogue. Great performances, beautifully shot. One of my favorite scenes in a movie ever. I never hear anybody talk
Oh.
about it. I don't know if it went under the radar, but check it out.
You know what's great that I just like remembered is Johnny Dangerously. It's pretty much like a
No, I don't know it.
it's like a
Sounds
it's,
familiar, though.
it's like a gangster movie but like airplane. It's like it's the
Oh,
same.
so slapstick.
Yeah,
sort of.
it's like the goofiness of airplane but with a
Good.
gangster movie.
I love
It's-
that shit.
it's
All right,
so
good.
funny.
That I would watch. What about you, Jake? Anything specific or?
It's hard. I'm thinking like I don't know. Road to Perdition is one of my favorites, and nobody
think people
talks
know
about
that.
that.
Yeah, that's a pretty well.
All right.
So you're off.
Fuck out of here, Jake.
Yeah, this is hard.
All right, so
I need to, like,
how about
think
okay?
about
How about a harder question? At Mitch Gosser, is it Gosser? Yeah. Fuck, marry, kill. Emotep, Rick O'Connell, CGI Scorpion.
Kill Emotep.
Okay.
Emotep needs
Oh,
to
Now you
die.
gotta fuck
Emotep.
someone and you gotta marry someone.
I,
now.
I would say fuck Emotep.
I'd say fuck him like fuck Emotep.
No, fuck him because he's like the most slipperiest guy there.
That's why you kill him. Get him out immediately.
He's got no body hair.
Okay, so what would you do with Rick O'Connell and the CGI Scorpion King?
That's the problem.
So I
Well,
kill.
you would marry Rick
So
O'Connell.
I would
don't
kill
know.
the Scorpion King, and I guess I'd have to marry Rick
I'd have to. You'd
because
get
you
to.
go on magical adventures.
Yeah, that's
all the
true.
time.
No, I think I would marry. Well, not even really Scorpion King. I'd marry The Rock.
No,
because, like,
it's
he'd be a
very specifically the CGI Scorpion King.
Oh, I'd fuck the shit out of that Scorpion man.
Scorpion man.
Scorpion asshole.
And finally, help me, why not M3? Is that
Oh,
it?
he's really cool.
Yeah, I see it all the time.
Yeah.
Will PMI 5.0 have a table?
Yes.
The answer is yes. I scrapped
so.
my original vision.
Compromise.
Are you fucking happy?
Compromise.
You know what? No, I keep like aiming way too high, and we're never gonna be able to. Do
We
what
had
I
a
wanted to
3-hour
do.
meeting.
I
so-
will.
like
I
my
will at some
crotch
point.
to be viewed.
Well, right, but
exposed.
I will at some point tell everybody what that was going to be. Remember that whole idea I had? Because it was cool. It was never going to work. We did just find, and I don't want to jinx it, but we have to wait and see if we're approved.
The
and
Jinx.
everything.
The Jinx, starring
we
Robert
found
Durst.
the new studio and everything. Very exciting. The new studio in New York City. So we'll be back to that. We're going to get that all set up. Like I said, still on track for April, starting up. I'm not going to say an exact date. Hopefully it's the date that I planned, but we'll see. I don't want to ruin anybody's excitement here if I say something and we're wrong. But yes, it's moving along. Finally, we're good. But yes, we will have a fucking table. Are you happy?
Bless me.
It's not really so much a theme as it is just like a. It's going to be like a studio. I decided against the theme because then we'll be changing it so frequently again,
Yeah.
and it's like, God damn it!
Can't wait to
So-
sit down like a
This
person.
is you guys
Keeping it simple.
We want you guys to look at pretty much it and go like that is the pinnacle of friends compromising
Hanging
and
out.
coming together and just
Compromise.
figuring out together because I
Pinnacle
wanted
of
a table.
This show is all
Compromise.
about friends compromising.
I wanted a table. Eric didn't, and we fought.
I just thought my thing would be
We
cool.
fought.
and we had like a 3-hour meeting and we hashed it out.
Yeah,
We
We've
finally
had a
settled
bunch.
on a table.
No, we didn't. I mean, like, I kind of, yeah, okay. It's more just that I
I was
realized
just
that
kidding.
it
We
wouldn't-
didn't have a
that-
3-hour.
No, I was gonna say that didn't happen. We've had a lot of meetings, but that didn't happen. But it's more so just like we didn't have a meeting about a table. It was just I looked at the layout of this place and I was like, "Gee, like my original idea ain't gonna work. Let's do a table. Let's stick with that. Probably gonna be
tables are
actually,
fun.
Very likely
We'll get
gonna
a
be a
good
very
table.
familiar table. But that is it for this week's episode of Pretty Much It. We had a
Wait,
good
what do you
time.
mean by that?
Gosh,
We had a lot of fun.
you'll find out.
That's cryptic.
Friends and family. Compromise.
Compromises were
Star
made.
Wars.
That's all there is, baby. That's pretty much it.